I'm nervous though. As you guys can see, I'm stalling like a motherfucker. Grand Rising, happy Wednesday. Today's a beautiful day. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up pretty early today. I actually also got an interview for a remote job today, so I'm actually kind of excited about that. It's a part-time, so it ain't gonna take too much away from, you know, what I'm doing and everything. But I will say, today is an amazing day. I'm embarking on a new journey today, and I'm gonna be sharing it in a separate video. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am cutting my hair, as you guys saw in the comments. You guys might hear a lot of noise in the background. That is because I'm on my balcony, so that's why I'm talking into this voice memo. So hopefully I can get the sound and stuff linked up well, and everything is good to make your visual experience good while you guys, you know, watch me cut my hair, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit about why I'm cutting my hair. So, first of all, so first, I want to say that I recently saw a video where this girl was talking about why is everybody cutting their locks and how she was so sad, and she was just taking it very personal. And first of all, I'm going to say, regardless of what anybody does in their life with their hair, with their body, with anything personal of theirs that's within their possession, is their business. We choose to share our journeys with the world. We choose to share our experiences with others, but that doesn't give you or anybody else any right to judge or to take it personal. So this journey is only for the person that it was bestowed upon. So with that being said, there's so many different reasons why people cut their hair, and it doesn't always necessarily mean that they're going through a quarter-life crisis and they're going crazy and they damn near suicidal and like all this mental health shit. Sometimes it just could mean that they're just ready for something new, or it could be simple as like, another thing y'all gotta realize is that everybody doesn't look at hair the same. To some people, hair is just hair. To others, hair is spiritual antennas that channel to the universe and the spirit realm, and it's so much deeper than that. And just because of how you view hair, that doesn't necessarily mean that the other person views hair the same way. So anyways, I don't know if you guys saw, but sometime last year, I shared a video about an ego trip that I experienced. A bad trip I experienced on shrooms. And one of the main things that stuck out to me in that shroom trip was that when I came out of like the hell of that experience, and I was born again, and I was new, and my friend, she came to pick me up, and she said I was very childlike. And what was interesting, she said I was holding my head as if I didn't have locks. I was just holding it like this, and I was like, look, Chastity, I cut my hair like yours. Like, look, I cut my hair like yours. And I thought that was very interesting because for a while I had been considering cutting my locks as well as like combing them out, and because I wanted to start over. It's not necessarily because I want to get rid of my locks altogether. I'm over the experience or, you know, anything like that. It's just as simple as I wanted to start over. This was my my kind of first extended lock journey. I had locks for a short period of time when I was younger, but I've had these for over 5 years, and I feel like this is my first set. You know, there's a lot of trial and error that happens with people's first set. And for me personally, I want a lot thicker locks. I want mine to be freeform, and I want to just do it right this time. So that was some things that I was considering. But at the time, I'm like, yo, this length retention that I got right now is very attached to the length. I'm like, my hair has been growing really fast, you know, and I really didn't want to start over. But when I had that shroom trip, I thought it was very interesting that I cut my locks, or that my hair was cut in that shroom trip. So to me, as you guys know, shrooms, it lifts the veil between the physical reality and the spirit realm. And a lot of times the things that come up are your shadow side. And I thought it was very interesting that I cut my hair, or that my hair was cut in that shroom experience. So to me, that was a sign, that it was time to let go. As you guys know, our locks, like I said, are antennas, and they do carry the weight of our experience and the emotional baggage that we carry along with us. And for me, when I started my locks, it was like a year before I got out the Navy. And if you guys know, I talked a lot about that experience a while ago, like on social media. But my experience in the military was an experience. And I went through a lot during that time. And I went through a lot of changes when I got out of the Navy. I went through a lot of changes, like when I transitioned from living in Virginia to living in Dallas. And as you guys know now, I'm traveling the world, and I recently left America. So it's like, for me, I'm in a new space. I'm in a new journey. I'm on a new journey. I'm in a different phase of my life, and I just want to start everything new, clean slate. You know what I'm saying? From the toes, from the where my feet land on the earth, to my crown on my head. So that's why, for me, it's important for me to start on a clean slate and release a lot of this baggage that I have been carrying for so long. Brief pause real quick. I want to update the lighting. Yeah, so like I said, I went through a lot during that time, and for me, I just feel like it's time to start new, start fresh, and it's just as simple as that. So with that, I want to say, here's a few different ways I feel like for you, if you're on your lock journey and you're considering starting over or letting go, whatever the case may be, here's a few ways how you know, like, it's not just a phase that you're in, or it's real. If it constantly comes up for you, like, don't make any rash decisions. Like, you going through it, your emotions, and you like, fuck it, I'm about to just cut my hair off. Don't do that, okay? Don't make any rash decisions. You want to sit with it, think about it, especially if it's a journey that you've been on for a while. For me, like I said, it's been over 5 years, and cutting my hair has been a thing that's been coming up for me for a year. I feel like I hear little voices in my head telling me, like, girl, it's time to let go. I know you want to hold on, but we got to start over, and for me, it is something like, my hair meant a lot to me. This journey meant a lot to me, and especially like the length, you know what I'm saying? My locks a little bit longer now, so I'm like, man, starting over, it took me 5 years to get here. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to like start from scratch, but I finally am. And it's been like 10 months now since it first started coming up for me, almost a year since cutting my hair first started coming up for me. And I feel like that's a good enough time for me to say, hey, it's time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to necessarily take that long, but if it's a thing that constantly is coming up for you, I had a Reiki session earlier this year on my birthday, and during that Reiki session, she didn't say what it is, but she was saying how my ancestors were like, it's time to let go. It's time to let some baggage go, and it's time to, like, until I let these things that I've been holding on to go, this weight go, then I'm gonna remain in the same place, and I'm gonna keep continuing these same cycles. And initially when she said that, I'm like, yo, at the time I was thinking about cutting my hair still, so I'm like, yo, what if she's talking about let go of my hair? Like, I don't want to, but I'm like ready, but I'm not, but I am. And I don't know what it was specifically, like 100% when she was talking. I feel like it was a few different things, or for all I know, it could be all of those things. So I'm like, damn, this is keep coming up for me. I got to make a decision, I got to do it. And, my thing is, when you get a message from the spirit realm, when you get a message from your ancestors, you got to obey. You got to obey. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. They got the bird's eye view. You never know what it is that they are preparing you for, or putting you in alignment for. So, it's something I have been struggling with making a decision on for a while, but I'm finally ready. I'm finally ready to cut them and start over. I want me some thick, free-form locks. I want me a fresh new set. Like, I'm excited, I'm ready, and I can finally say I'm confident in doing it. And you know, who knows, after I cut, I might be like, why did I do it? But right now, I'm confident about my decision. Also, I would say I started feeling myself disassociating a lot from my flesh. And when I say my flesh, I mean my physical body, like everything about it. I used to be a personal trainer, so with my body, that was always a major thing for me too. But then, like I said, I started finding myself disassociating from all of it. And I think it's because I was connecting more to my higher self and getting more in tune with my spiritual self. You know, we are all human beings living a spiritual, all spiritual beings living a human experience. And so some days I would look in a mirror and I just wouldn't even recognize myself anymore, or it just would, like, I just would look at myself and just be like, it just didn't fit. Like, my hair just, at some points my hair started looking like it wasn't even, I don't even know how to describe it, like it wasn't one with me. And it's been very interesting this past year. It's been very interesting, my lock experience. But you know, I still love my babies, and I'm excited to start over. I am gonna hold on to these before I fully, transition them. But like I said, I'm ready, and my higher self has been calling me to start fresh and to, to just start fresh, man. So like I said, don't take nobody else's journey personal. This life is yours. Make the decision for yourself first. Take your time making that decision. You don't have to be in a rush. And at the end of the day, it's just hair. It will grow back, honey. I'll get back here someday. I might even get back here faster. Who knows? Or I might not. You never know, and that's okay. If I decide after I cut my hair, shit, I want to rock this for a minute, I ain't gonna start my life journey. That's for me to decide, and that's for you to decide. So yeah, I think I explained enough. And also, you don't have to explain yourself. I am doing the social media influence thing, so I just feel like I am naturally just transparent in my journey. But I just feel like my old self has been dying slowly but surely, and I feel like I've been healing so much in the last part of this healing. Not even the last part of it, but the last part of this part of the healing phase, because y'all know this healing journey is lifelong. But the last part of this current phase of healing that I'm in, I feel like it's calling for me to let go of these. So we're gonna get into it. I'm nervous though. As you guys can see, I'm stalling like a motherfucker. Hopefully it's good on me. But anyways, but I am, by the way, I am gonna keep these two. These are my first locks. And also, as you can see, my locks, I have colored my locks twice, and they have become pretty damaged. So that's another reason too. My locks have been thinning a lot. This is my first lock right here. It's thinned a lot. These locks have thinned. As you already shaved side of my head off. Listen, I've been shedding slowly but surely. These two is so interesting. I literally had 2 locks on this side, 2 locks on this side, right? Y'all, and they both somehow on their own conjoined at the root and became 2 on both sides. I think that's crazy. That's crazy. It did it on its own. I didn't twist them or nothing like this. I did twist once this conjoined at the root, because I'm okay, clearly they want to be together. So I take everything as a sign. So for me, this is a sign that okay, we want us some thicker locks. It's time to go thicker, the freeform route. I very rarely get my hair retwisted. So that's another thing. It's I rarely retwist my hair, so I definitely feel like this set I have now it calls for a retwist sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna keep these 2, and let's get into it. See, look at that. Thinning there. Got no job, I just spit these bars for ransom. I speak to the stars and the moon, yeah, we are one. I keep my vibes high, don't wanna see me Charlie